It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go!
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Yeah, Jim Pedley with the Kansas City Star. Tony Joey Logano gets his first start here this weekend. Are you as interested as some of us to see how he's going to do, and what are your thoughts on him?
I'm excited about it. I mean, I'm proud of Joey. I'm excited for him because I feel like he deserves this opportunity. You know, I hope he has fun this weekend because that's what his first race in a Cup car should be. I'm hoping you guys won't, you know, smother him so bad that he can't enjoy it. I mean, it's this is something that you know, your first time in a Cup car at a Cup race is you only get to do one time. So, you know, I'm excited for him. I hope that it's everything he wants it to be this weekend. But, you know, I'm excited for him because, you know, he's obviously going to take my car for next year. So, you know, I'm as excited for him as he is for him going into this weekend because I know it's a huge step in him getting ready for next year. And, you know, as close as I am to the Gibbs family and to Zippy and all the guys on the team, it's important for us to get him in a car right now. So, you know, I think he'll be great this weekend, and I hope it's just a nice, smooth weekend for him this weekend.
Holly Kane with the Seattle Post-Intelligencer. I know you and Casey Kane are good friends. You guys have similar background, things like that. He's a bit of a long shot to make this chase. Would it surprise you, though, to see Casey race his way in, and what is it about him that you think, you know, that this is overcome, that he could overcome the deficit he has?
Because it's Casey Kane. I mean, the kid's one of the best competitors I've ever been around. So, you know, if there's anybody that can race their way in, it's him. But at this point, nothing. You learn that nothing surprises you in this series after a while. You become immune to the shocks of this. But anything can happen tomorrow night. I mean, and you know, we're not locked in. I mean, we only have to finish 36th or better, and we know that could be turned, and you know, the confidence that we have that we're going to make it can be turned upside down in a matter of one corner. So, you know, nothing will surprise me right now. I mean, it's all a matter of math right now, and pretty much everybody in this room is pretty good in that category. If not, they know they're sitting next to somebody that is. So it's one of those things that you guys are going to know before we get out of the cars of what the scenarios are and you know, what has to happen in those last 5 laps for somebody to race their way in, and what's you know, kind of what the picture is painted before it's over.
Tony, did you see your boss, our current boss, speak at the Republican convention last night, and could you ever imagine being put in that role?
I didn't watch that. I was too busy flying over here, but I'm not real big on political shows, so I didn't see it. Didn't even know he was there, actually, so it's kind of news to me.
And also, Kyle's done a lot of impressive things this year. What's the one thing that's impressed you the most about him?
I think of how well he's handled everything. I mean, it's easy when you get on a roll like that people look at you, and you know, success brings a lot of mixed feelings from fans, and I think he's probably handled that better than you could ask for anyone in his position to handle that.
Nate Ryan, USA Today. Darian, the two drivers you worked with previously are two California guys who kind of have more easygoing, laid-back personalities, at least outwardly, and Tony obviously has a different personality. Have you thought about how it's going to be different working with this kind of driver versus a Casey Mears and a Jimmy Johnson, and you're preparing like to bring your football helmet to work some days, or you know, how's it going to be different?
I don't think it'll be any different at all. I mean, I've been outside the lines talking to Tony, away from the racetrack and stuff, and the attitude and stuff is just completely different. He's just a genuine, normal guy, as you are outside the racetrack. He's just a guy you can sit and talk to and joke with and carry on. My wife and I hung out with him, and it was just a good time. So I think we're going to be able to get along just fine. And he's a race car driver and a race car driver's driver. So everybody respects him. I respect that very much, and I'm very excited about going into next year with that.
I'm wondering, with everything you have going on, if you've had time to properly plan the tennis match, if that's still happening?
I'm working on it because I don't want to let you down, and of course I know you've probably been practicing a lot, so we're still working on it, but everything's right on schedule so far.
jpanelhardcoreracefans.com. Tony, how much you have yourself, both yourself and Ryan Newman, coming from teams that you've been with pretty much the majority of your career. How much of an adjustment is that to come in fresh on a new team? I mean, obviously in your situation, you own the team, but for Ryan to come into a brand new team, what are the steps to take getting acclimated to that team to start successful next year?
It's just coming in and spending time with the guys that you're going to be working with. None of us just started as cup drivers, so we've all come through different steps and worked with different people along the way. This is just another change in that equation. It just happens to be in the same series that we've been a part of for quite a while now. So from that side, it's just getting to know the people that you're working with. I mean, this series, to me, the majority of the success in this series is due to people, not due to fancy race cars and trick pit strategies and this and that. I mean, at the end of the day, the consistency and the results boil down to the people that you have. So when you make a change like this, it's getting to know the people that you're with and being comfortable with them every week and having that trust in them that you know that they're doing the right job.
Any other questions for either Tony or Darian? Yep.
Tony, there are obviously a lot of crew chiefs out there who have 10 more years experience being atop the pit box. What is it about Darian that even though he only has a year and a few races atop a pit box that made you want to hire him?
You look at the stats that he's accumulated over that short amount of time and just the confidence that he brings. I mean, he's not a guy sitting up here that doesn't have the confidence that he can go out and do the job. And when we sat down with him, we saw that. And obviously, the stats on paper were what we were confident with. His association with Hendrick Motorsports and knowing that we're going to be dealing with Hendrick chassis and Hendrick motors, that we feel confident that's the right equation. But having somebody like Darian that's very familiar with that system right off the bat even brings that much more comfort and security to the program. And spending time with him, I mean, just seeing the confidence in his eyes and in his voice when you talk to him, I mean, you know that he's the right guy.
All right, any other questions? Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. We certainly appreciate it. See you at the next go-round.